This is my code for a Java program that will let you write to a file and track just some simple stuff. I have it set to track and ask for just the name of a game, a platform that you play it on, and then giving it a rating. And then it will write that into a file just in a more readable sentence. And it loops through and lets you do this multiple times as long as you just keep giving it the answer yes. So first, let me demo the code. Click run and let it open. It will create the file name. You give it if that file name does not already exist. If it does already exist, then it won't create it, and it will simply use that name to write to it later. So there's an example of inputting one thing all the way through. Then you can tell it if you would like to add more or not. In this case, I'm going to say no. And then if you look in the same area, there is the new text file. And on that line, it will have the name of the game you gave it, what it is playable on, and what you rated it out of 10. And it will just keep adding a new one for every line, every time you run it, and every time you say yes. So basically the way that it works is you start out, and as you go through main, it will prompt the user, save that file name once you give it to it, and then it will try to open it. And that's how we can tell if the file is already there or not, because if it tries to create it and it brings an error, then we know the file is already there. And then we do another try to make sure we can write to this file properly. And then we have a while loop just kind of looping through for as many times as the user wants. So that way they can write as many entries as they want into it. And so a lot of this is just basic stream manipulation, and then using the different streams, as Java calls it, to input into the file, and then also display things into the terminal and such like that. So one thing to note when working with code like this is just be careful with how you close things. You want to make sure you don't close something too early, otherwise you'll get errors, but nothing will seem out of place when when something like Visual Studio Code looks at your code. It won't have any suggestions of how to fix an error, but you'll get a really, really simple error like stream is closed. And so then you know that you might have closed something a little too early. So that's my code. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.